Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome back to my channel Usman Code. Today we will update this form. Last time we added only the email field and today we will add the password field as well, and we will do some changes in this form as well. So this video will be talking about the Winforms properties, this form, its properties, text field properties and the button properties. So I will first of all just resize this form and will reduce its size a bit. We'll rearrange the controls and we'll add another control that will be same text box. So that will be placed under the email one, and we will be using another label and we can name it no click was not required. We just have to go to its properties and we can just set its name, its text to password, and that will be all. And by default the text box displays the text, but for the password we know that we have to hide from security perspective. So for that one there is a property against text field and that is called password characters. So I am putting static here and that will make that field the password field, and we will not able to see the characters typed inside that field. So let's realign our login button a bit, and yeah, let's give it a try how it looks. So we have that here. So we have now this window and email password is there. We can put anything here because there is no validation restriction for email as well. And we can go to the password field and we can type password and this will be displayed as statics. As soon as we click on login, now our result is not getting displayed. I think that is hidden somewhere behind those fields. We can double check that. So we can go to the result label, and one way to find its property to search it for within the design file, and that was the point where it was getting displayed. So 75 seems like somewhere under that password or email text field. I can just update it and let's see now where it is getting displayed. And then another thing could be we can just give some default text to that label. What I mean is we can go and find where it is initialized, and here we can give some text to see where it is. Click label dot text. I am here, and let's go to design file. No, this is where it is getting displayed for now, so we can just place it here. And okay, so other thing could be the form one getting displayed in the form title, which is not a good title for this form, so that could be changed to login. Alright, so basically we are trying to log in through this form, so that is the right text for this form. We will be updating the icon as well at some point. We can see as soon as we right click this form we have those properties, and the icon property is here as well. We can select custom icon, but we will be doing that later. For now we will stick with this default icon for this form. Okay, I am here. We can just remove this and we can just resize this, and now that looks much better. Let's rerun this, and now this looks like something like this one. So pretty much clean and elegant, and we can type hi, this is Usman, and here we can type the password, and click is working as it was doing previously. Other thing you might have noticed, when I click on tab, it's not getting me to the password field, it is directly getting me to the login button. The control is moving to the login button. So ideally it should follow a flow. It should go to the password and then login, but it is working the other way. So for that one I can just check its tab index. So again, let's go to the property and find the tab index. So tab index currently is 4. We can see the tab index for button, which is 1. So that should be 3, and that should be 2, and that was previously 1. That should be fine. So that was previously 0. Okay, where the 1 goes I don't know, but let's give it another try and see now how it's working. So by default control is in the email field. Click tab, it goes to the password, tab to the login. Right. So if we have something here and we tab and click enter, and the button is working on enter key as well. Another thing we can see is the placeholders for those text fields. So for that one we have a property. Where is the placeholder property? Here, the placeholder text, your email address, and that is basically works as hint to give user more context about this control. And for this one, your password. Right, so now it's pretty much has more standard look. You can see that, but for your email address I can give, let's say, some text here, password, and I can hit enter. Okay, one last thing for this video is to check if the caps lock is on this form while working on this form. And this is very interesting and very useful, and this will give you the idea, especially when we are typing the passwords. If the caps lock is on, you will be typing the correct password, but you will be unable to log in. So for that one, we can start with one of the property of this form. If we double click on this one, we will have the form one load event created, and here we can do is there is a function is key locked, and to that one we can pass keys dot caps lock, and this will give us the indication if that is on or off. For now we can save it into a variable caps lock status, and we can just update our result label lbl, and that was use click result. For now, let's say we can just use that one to indicate the status of the caps lock status. If that's true, caps on, otherwise we can say we don't need to say anything, right? So for now we are checking this on form load, but this is not ideal. This should be checking on every key press event, or there should be some other generic event that should be keep listening to the caps lock key. We will see that in our coming video, but for now let's check on the form load, and let me run the application. So currently caps lock is off, and let me on this one. It is saying that, okay, let's say I just enable that one, and as soon as I press Ctrl F5 again, we can have that caps lock text appearing here, which means now caps lock is on, but it is not listening to the change. We will do that in our coming video. But there was another interesting thing. As soon as we change control and come to the password field, we have that indicator as well from the Winform by default, which is good thing, and gives us the indication that caps lock are on. You might not be able to log into that thing, but the other way is to check for caps lock status, which we did just before that. So that was all for this video. In case of any question, please do ask me in the comment, and see you in the next one.